All right.
One of these I know nothing about, but Tony, I thought it was interesting that the physiology of yawning, somehow it cools your brain. Is that what it does?
Yeah. So the yawning literature, this is, it was originally discovered, the function of yawning, spontaneous yawning, by a good friend and collaborator, Andrew Gallup. You guys met Andy.
We met Andrew.
So he discovered why we yawn when he was an undergraduate, and obviously pursues this studying this line of research. So I would join him on a few projects and have a couple going. So to explain what the function of yawning, or the physiological effect of yawning. So yawning, remember, it's a deep inhalation of air. So you're bringing this air into your lungs. There you go. And that air in your lungs is going to cool the blood that's right around your lungs. And now the powerful stretching and flexing of your jaw muscles, it squeezes blood out. So that's how your blood gets away from your heart, from the power of the heart pumping it, but it gets returned to the heart by your muscles moving and squeezing that blood back to the heart. So when you're yawning, you're kind of forcing this hyperthermic, this hot blood out of your head, face, and neck, out of this area. But you're also introducing that cooler blood that just got cooled by the air you just took into your lungs. That blood is now going to be introduced to take its place in your head, face, and neck area. So that ultimately you're just ushering out warm blood and replacing it with cool blood. So that's why if it's like over your body temperature outside, individuals are less likely to yawn, because it would be counterproductive, would actually increase your brain temperature. So really it's about increasing circulation, but you're typically introducing cooler blood, and that then allows you to essentially be more vigilant, more aware. That's why you yawn, but when if you're about to fall asleep, people mostly yawn. And the yawning is actually, it's them fighting falling asleep. Because they're falling, as they're getting sleepier, their body temperature is actually increasing, and you're fighting against that to stay awake. So when someone's yawning, they're actually antagonizing sleep.
Thank God I don't teach 8 a.m. classes, because I saw a lot of that.
Yep, and you yawn in the morning as well, because again, your body is trying to antagonize it, antagonize sleeping. So there's also, a good reason why it's contagious, because if you're just sitting there and you're looking out for predators and whatever, and your buddy is over next to you looking out for predators too, and then you see them start yawning, you're like, wait a second, maybe they're not paying as good as attention as they maybe should be. Maybe they're less vigilant. So that should, for one, spur you to yawn, because that will obviously increase your vigilance. If you were having any kind of drag, you're going to revive out of it. But it's also essentially a cue. You're seeing that they're not vigilant, so you need to pay more attention now yourself. So that's really why they're not signaling to you that they're tired and whatever. They just are tired and whatever, but you're seeing that. And because you're seeing that, now you're more likely to be like, I need to wake myself up and then be more vigilant. So that's part of the contagion effect.